The second class is 18th century traveling cultures, which uses an ethnographic framework to look at the encounter between the traveler and the people, the places that he or she comes to observe. Key in this class is the notion that that binary opposition is extremely problematic and needs to be unsettled in all kinds of ways. And I'm borrowing here from James Clifford's seminal essay from about 20 years ago now called Traveling Cultures. So we'll be doing a number of very essential 18th century texts, including Robinson Crusoe, Gulliver's Travels, some travel literature, but we'll also then be comparing the experience of those travelers with representations in contemporary films, such as Castaway with Tom Hanks, which then shows the Robinson Crusoe story in the 20th century framework, or Travels to India with Darjeeling Express, the Wes Anderson film, which similarly depicts contemporary travelers going to India in search of a kind of spiritual message. In both of these classes, the emphasis is very much on cultural contact, on reciprocity, the way in which things go back and forth. It's never one culture only producing or doing something to the other, but the second culture also making creative use of the first. And I would just quote, I think, with Brathwaite's great comment, as in Traveling Cultures, Brathwaite talks about the 18th century slave trade and says the conflict was cruel, but it was creative. And I think this is a wonderful comment, because without underestimating the damage that's done in intercultural contact, he also reminds us of the human capacity to take that conflict and to turn it into meaningful expressions of human culture.